system made travel and food more accessible for everyone. And that's what fueled the rise of the TruckStop Diner. Walking back to Iowa just for this ribeye. But aside from the steaks, the meal came with eggs, hash browns, and toast. Then there was the big rig breakfast.
This is really a huge meal.
Oh, it smells ranchy. It smells good.
That's good, yeah.
That's good?
Yeah.
I didn't spill.
A husband and a wife, they are celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary. At the party, one of their friends asks the husband, 50 years of marriage, what is your secret? The husband smiles and says, well, when I got married, we made a deal. Whenever my wife was angry, she will stay inside of the house, and I will go outside for a walk. Their friend nods and says, that sounds like a very healthy way to avoid arguments. The husband replies, exactly. Then he looks around and says, and that is why, after 50 years of marriage, I am in an excellent physical condition. So, hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna react to a video called Inside the World's Largest TruckStop Diner by the channel Shane Uriot. So I'm really curious to watch this video, and I hope you were eating something before to watch this. So let's enjoy together.
TruckStop diners used to be the backbone of America, feeding truckers and families on trips across the country any time of day. But now,
This is this Gravis thingy, right?
they're dying. These mom and pop places are being closed one by corporate giants. But there's one place that's still keeping this tradition alive. Behind me is the Iowa 80 Kitchen, the biggest TruckStop diner in the entire world. And I'm here today to find out how
In Iowa.
they've been keeping this tradition alive since the 1960s. The scale of this truck stop is incredible. It's so much more than a store. There's a dentist, a chiropractor, even a movie theater. I was blown away to find out that all of this is still family owned. I met Lee outside the truck stop, a third generation family member, to find out how it all started.
So the truck stop opened in 1964. My grandfather worked for Standard Oil, and his job was to go along the planned interstate route.
Wow.
And so we have a lot of pictures actually of them cutting the corn for the interstate.
It's hard to believe that not that long ago,
Of course, because Iowa is a state where there's growing a lot of corn.
It's actually of them cutting the corn for the interstate.
hard to believe that not that long ago, these highways didn't exist. But building the interstate system made travel and food more accessible for everyone. And that's what fueled the rise of the TruckStop Diner. Walking to Iowa 80 Kitchen, Lee was explaining to me that her family, the Moon family, owns the truck stop itself, while the Peel family owns the restaurant. The two families have been working side by side since day one in 1964. We headed into the back where I met Rick, the kitchen manager.
Our main grill line is down here where they're cooking the eggs and the meats and everything like that.
So right now it's breakfast time. You serve breakfast 24/7?
We serve breakfast 24 hours. And in fact, our whole menu is available 24 hours a day.
So you guys never close ever?
Never.
The kitchen was in full swing, and we walked down the line to see what they had on the grill. So you got pork chops going too?
Yep. Pork chops are one of their specialties. It's Iowa, so we're going to sell a lot of pork chops. We got that's our big guy breakfast. It's a black oak smoked sausage. They're delicious.
It's incredible watching this kitchen move this much food from scratch. They have a full made-to-order lunch and dinner menu on top of a lunch buffet. I was curious how they even go about building that menu.
So a lot of the menu items have been around forever. Our motto used to be nothing fancy, just good food. Give the people what they want, meat and potatoes. It's a very general, just cook it right, and then you don't have to get all crazy fancy with stuff.
The line is only the tip of the iceberg of what makes this place run. There's a massive team working behind the scenes that's constantly prepping food. When I asked Rick how many people ate there each day, I was shocked.
Right now, we're starting to pick up a little bit. We're probably around 700-800, something like that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, a regular restaurant would have a hard time doing 700 seats with reservations.
For sure.
You don't know who's coming in or when.
For sure.
So you guys basically just have to be all hands on deck at any time. With that constant influx of people, the prep is never ending.
That is really crazy. Have you ever been in this place?
The team works in shifts since the diner never closes. One of the biggest sellers here, and a TruckStop classic, is their meatloaf. You would think that a place that moves this much food would outsource something like this to save on cost and time. But here, they make it by hand. All right, so this is 80 pounds of meat.
80 pounds of meat.
80
Yep.
pounds of meat.
After we get everything in there, it'll probably be about 90 pounds total. Put a flat of eggs in there, that's 30 eggs.
And so how long will this last for?
It'll be about 2 or 3 days, depending on how busy we are.
And what makes this meatloaf so special?
We slow cook the meatloaf, and then it takes us about 2 hours to cook it, whereas a lot of people cook it in an hour.
Right.
So it's very, very moist when it comes out, and it holds that well too.
From here, he combines the eggs with onion, celery, ketchup, diced tomatoes, Worcestershire sauce, Tabasco, and spices. Then he hand mixes the batch to break up the
So this is a very spicy food, no?
eggs and mix everything together before he brings it to the mixer, which has been here pretty much as long as the restaurant has. I love it that like you guys still preserve a lot of history here. Most places when they want to scale, they're going to be like, okay, how do we just automate this, buy the fastest, whatever.
Yeah,
But you guys are focusing on the quality, which I feel like is really awesome. Once the 80
Quality is very important.
whatever.
Yeah,
But you guys are focusing on the quality, which I feel like is really awesome. Once the 80 pounds of beef is put into the bowl, he combines it with the spice mixture that he made. Since this machine's really old, there's a few tricks to running it. That's just part of the machine being old?
Yep. Yeah.
Got its little quirks?
Yeah. It wants to go from off to fast really right away. So you just kind of get used to it.
Yep, there you go. And then eventually you can get it up to speed. Now, how does the speed affect like the overall texture at the end?
I think that if you put it on too fast, it would absolutely mess it up with that.
While the beef's being mixed, they added in breadcrumbs. Once everything's done, they have another obstacle in the process: lifting it. It takes 2 people to move the bowl. All together
This must be so heavy.
on the process. Lifting it. It takes 2 people to move the bowl. All together with the bowl and the mixture, it's around 100 pounds. Once the meatloaf's safely on the table, they add a majority of it to large bins for storage. That way they can pull from it and bake smaller portions so that everything's made fresh and they save space in the ovens. It's really impressive the amount of food that they're putting out at a TruckStop diner. As I was talking to Rick, he told me that he's been working here for 35 years. What does this place mean to you?
I mean, it's family, you know. I mean, I've had family work here. I still have, my wife actually works here now. My daughter just kind of started in that. We have so many people here that have been here 20, 30, 40 years and that. I mean, you think you got to be doing something right if people are sticking around.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty unheard of that
in the restaurant industry, for sure.
Yeah. It says a lot about a restaurant that can keep generations of families working there, and that they've been able to maintain a reputation for great quality food since the 1960s. And speaking of food, Lee and Rick wanted me to try some of the breakfast staples that they serve. We went over to the grill where they started prepping the meals. In a world where corporate restaurants have automated and pre-packaged food for convenience, I was still in awe that a lot of the food here is made from scratch. I asked Rick why that's important to him. I think that says a lot.
Make from scratch? What is this meaning?
World where corporate restaurants have automated and pre-packaged food for convenience, I was still in awe that a lot of the food here is made from scratch. I asked Rick why that's important to him.
From scratch is meaning like homemade, that they make it, no? Something like this, perhaps.
Still in awe that a lot of the food here is made from scratch. I asked Rick why that's important to him. I think that says a lot about you guys, and it must mean a lot to these truckers that come here and get to experience that.
Yeah, I think a good meal kind of brings you back to family and that, and that's why we got the counter out there too. Guys can sit and chat and stuff like that also.
Yeah. The food was finished and being plated, and I couldn't believe how much there was. The most shocking thing for me was the ribeye. It was so much more than what I expected from a TruckStop diner. That's a damn good steak. My gosh. A 14 ounce, how much does this cost?
$34.99. That's a $50, $60 steak.
I was just gonna say, where I live,
Yep.
$60 to $70 all day long for that steak.
Yep.
And it is of the same quality, if not better.
It's the same quality. It's not choice. It's upper 2/3. So yeah.
I am not kidding. I would come back to Iowa just for this ribeye. But aside from the steaks, the meal came with eggs, hash browns, and toast. Then there was the Big Rig breakfast.
This is really a huge meal.
But aside from the steaks, the meal came with eggs, hash browns, and toast. Then there was the big rig breakfast, which came with eggs, potatoes, smoked sausage, and biscuits.
Are you getting hungry?
Toast. Then there was the big rig breakfast, which came with eggs, potatoes, smoked sausage, and biscuits and gravy. Let me tell you, those
Biscuits and gravy.
which came with eggs, potatoes, smoked sausage, and biscuits and gravy. Let me tell you, those biscuits and gravy were incredible. Then they had their Hungry Man breakfast, which has 3 types of meats, hash browns, eggs, and pancakes. And they have a secret recipe for their pancakes that make them stand out against most diners. Instead of using buttermilk, they use sweet cream. Everyone in the restaurant says that this was one of the best things on the menu. You can smell how
I must try these pancakes.
sweet they smell already. Yeah. Perfectly crispy too. Whoa, you were right. These might be some of the best pancakes I've ever had. That sweet cream, like, it gives it an entirely different taste. You don't need butter or syrup on it at all.
No.
I was truly blown away by the quality of the food, and this was only breakfast. There's still an entire buffet and a dinner menu being made.
This is this mac and cheese?
It's amazing the amount of effort that they put into the dishes that I've tried so far. And that attention to detail doesn't stop. They told me that they even make their own ranch dressing. We met up with longtime employee Tammy, who's perfected making it. In fact, the ranch has a cult following. How does it feel for you guys when you have somebody coming in here and they like the ranch that you made so much that they're buying gallons of it?
I know, it's kind of a weird feeling, but I mean, again, you feel good about it. You know, I would have a mess all over the place. There'd be ranch on my face, on my shoes, on the ceiling.
We won't talk about ranch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. You got to get this out of this thing.
You'll get that on video. They have a very unique system on how they do it. Yep.
After the mayo, Tammy adds buttermilk and ranch seasoning to the mixer. As I was watching it, I was remembering that this mixer's been here since the very beginning. I kept thinking about the history of this place, the generations of people who have passed through, the families that have worked here, and how after all this time, it's still evolving. Other people in the family in the restaurant side now are starting to
The Peel family. There's 2 people that are in their 3rd generation, and the 4th generation I'm just starting to work with now. So yeah, it's a lot of family.
It's incredible. And so for you, a lot of people have trouble working with their families, or they want to do something else or whatever. What has like made you like working in the business?
People always say I don't think I could work with my parents, but I love it, and I get to eat lunch with my mom every day. And
That's really nice.
you know, if I have a problem or a question with something, the person I'm talking to is my mom or my uncle.
And you're not part of the family, but you kind of are, because you've been here for 35 years.
I always make the joke. I always joke that I tried to marry in, but they wouldn't let me. So I just had to work harder.
There's something really special about a place where people actually want to stay and work. It's a place that creates memories, not just for the people who work there, but for the customers who keep coming back. Like this ranch, for instance, which has finally finished mixing. And now from here, it's one of the hardest parts of the entire process, pouring it into the containers without spilling. Now, I'm a really clumsy person, but the team convinced me to give it a shot, and I was praying I wouldn't make a mistake.
Okay.
All right.
So,
Nervous.
don't be nervous. That's when you'll fail.
All right. I believe in myself. Ready?
Just slide it over.
Over, and then aim it.
There you go.
There we go.
Very good.
Whoa. It smells ranchy. It smells good.
That's good, yeah.
That's good?
Yeah.
I didn't spill. You did it. I did it.
I mean,
He can work there.
let you try this one and you might still.
No, you made me look good on camera. I don't need, I was really proud of myself for not spilling the ranch everywhere. We still had some time before the buffet was ready to be put out for lunch, so I asked Lee to show me around the rest of the truck stop. This is wild. So this is all...
But this is like a commercial center or kind of like a supermarket with a restaurant, no?
Lee to show me around the rest of the truck stop. This is wild. So this is all just parts and anything that you would need if you were gonna be in a big rig.
Pretty much, yeah.
Even guitars.
Clothing, even guitars, fridges, mattresses, anything you might need on the road for your truck.
You're really catering to people that are like on the road, and like it must feel so good as a trucker to come in and be like, hey, people care. It's so easy to get disconnected from where your food comes from. But like, no, there's people out there that are growing it, and there's people that are putting it in trucks and driving it across the country, and I don't know, I think it's important not to take that for granted. It is true. A lot of us don't see where our food comes from. We don't see the farmer who's working hard to provide us with produce or meat. And we don't see the truckers who are alone on holidays, away from their families, making sacrifices so the rest of us can have food. But at both the Iowa 80 truck stop and the Iowa 80 kitchen, they're really thinking about how they can make that burden easier for truckers. And I honestly couldn't believe the amount of stuff for sale and the amenities that they provide for people. Of course, there's your staple areas like places to get snacks and places to buy souvenirs, which they have some amazing souvenirs. But they also have a barbershop, a laundromat, a movie theater, even showers that are legit nice.
They have everything there. Oh my god.
They also have a barbershop, a laundromat, a movie theater, even showers that are legit nicer than most hotels. And in the corner of it all is a full-size semi-truck on a rotating platform that anyone can hop in and check out.
So
This is cool.
Pull that little, yep, there you go.
I've never been in a big rig before either, so.
Whew. We'll close the door for the full effect. You look great.
Here I am. Dude, I don't think I'm smart enough to drive one of these things. There's like so many different gauges and stuff, and I don't think I could pull it off, to be honest with you. I was so impressed by everything I saw here, and I was shocked when Lee told me there was even more. She led me across the parking lot to their personally curated truck museum.
So welcome to the Iowa 80 Trucking Museum.
This is so cool. Wow.
So this is the oldest truck in our collection. This is
Wow, that is so cool. Oh my god, how old is this?
to the Iowa 80 Trucking Museum.
This is so cool. Wow.
So this is the oldest truck in our collection. This is a 1903 Eldridge. It was
Wow.
actually manufactured here in Iowa.
I'll be honest, I was expecting just a couple of old trucks, but this place was massive. They had one of the first electric trucks from 1911, every generation of Mack truck. They even had one of the first snowplows.
So it's like one person driving, one person running the front plow, two people turning this plow, and then one person spreading salt on the back. So it's a big job to run something like this.
This truck and the whole collection prove that truckers never had it easy. And it shows both families' commitment to honoring truckers from the museum all the way to the diner. We got word it was time for the buffet to finally be put out. And as soon as I walked in, I could smell the fried chicken being made, and I had to try it. That looks so good. Oh, hot. That looks so good. What's the difference with the pressure cooker versus just dropping it in the fry later?
With a pressure cooker, it cooks it a little bit faster. It also, it makes all the oils and that go into the meats, and that, so it cooks it faster and keeps it juicier when it comes out.
After the chicken, I saw the team had a lot to do, so I decided to glove up and help them set up the buffet.
I'll do the hot part. Oh, you want to join in on the front, don't you?
Yeah, why not?
All right, come on over.
All right, how do I do this?
Careful of them.
Brown gravy goes right here.
This is gravy?
Yep, that's our brown gravy.
Okay.
Just carefully because they tip.
Yeah. Awesome. Starches and gravies, and then
Yep.
proteins down here.
Yep, and then your vegetables,
I think he wants to work there, to eat every day there.
and then your proteins at the end.
How long did it take you guys to figure out like how you really wanted this all to be spread out,
I
what the
think
menu is?
I don't think that we've even already, you're always learning something with it, and you're watching, like when somebody grabs this, if it spills a little bit, do you want it spilling into this, or do you want it to be in front? You want it to be in back?
And how much is the buffet?
$15.99 for lunch.
Oof, that's an incredible price right there. You even got meatballs?
Yep, spaghetti and meatballs.
Oh man, green bean casserole.
Butter goes all the way at the end by the rolls.
Alrighty, excuse me man, sorry. All right, butter. Now that the buffet was complete, I wanted to try this food out for myself. I grabbed mashed potatoes and gravy, carrots, green bean casserole, pot roast, and mac and cheese. Each bite was amazing, and I couldn't believe that this entire buffet is only $16. I even got to try the ranch
It's really a great price for a buffet. Wow.
dressing that we made earlier in the day.
So how is it?
It's really good. It was really good.
I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so.
I will say, it is rare to find a buffet making this much scratch food, especially one in a truck stop diner. I was really impressed with everything. I went back to see how the rest of the team was doing, and Rick had surprised us with the meatloaf that we cooked earlier and a few other staples from the menu. So we finally got to the end of the meatloaf, and this is the final product. It's literally like a brick. So for 17 bucks, you get all this food. There was also a nice plate of onion rings and 2 different serving sizes of ranch. One for regular ranch eaters and one for people that love it. Get into this meatloaf here. Look how good that looks. Oh yeah, that's a good meatloaf. So what's next for you, Rick? Like, where do you see the future going?
The future of this restaurant?
Yeah, or just you in general.
Well, I still got 15 years left.
15 more years.
But my goal is to get the next generation ready for, ready to take over in that. See what things we can do to make the restaurant better and that. We're always trying to improve. We don't want to forget where we came from, but we got to remember that there's a new generation coming along. So that's the goals every day.
There's something really beautiful about watching generations of families pour their heart into something and continuing a legacy. That's what this place is built on, a genuine care for the people who work here and for the food that they serve. And that's why this place has been able to stay open since 1964.
Wow, this was really an amazing video. I didn't expect at all this. I thought a truck more like a food truck or something like this. But of course, this is why it's called the world's largest TruckStop diner. So, wow, this was really huge. And was very interesting and also was very beautiful that they are doing one generation after another. And everything is going so well and people like to go there. And also they serve a lot of food and the price is pretty good to eat there. So definitely is a place to visit and to explore and to enjoy. So have you ever been there? Would you like to come there? I really enjoy exploring all these videos because I'm always learning a lot here, and also I connect a lot with American culture and everything. So what to say? I cannot really wait to come there. So I hope you like and enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. If you would like to support me, you can do it through my Buy Me a Coffee. Also, you can become a member. And see you in the next video. Bye bye!